Did it go? Okay, it's recording. Okay, I think it's recording. We're gonna try. All right, so we're gonna just review using this. I think I'm on there. Using what we learned about C-space, we're gonna go over sort of what you think might be the key parts of what we read with To Kill a Mockingbird, just to use as an example for future readings. Okay, so we're not gonna do all the characters, so don't name them all, but give me one character of To Kill a Mockingbird that we're gonna sort of go through and process it.
Scout.
Scout. Okay.
Your hand was in that whole thing, not any of your body, was just a hand. Because I'm seeing it, your whole hand was in it, not even part of your body. Like, none of your body was in that.
All right. Let me turn. All right. Now, can you see me? I think you can. I'm standing right in front of it now.
Yeah, now I can see. The first
Okay.
time was nothing but your hand.
Okay. All right. So Scout.
Yeah.
All right. Let's put the setting first, just because the setting is sort of.
It's
Give me the setting of.
Alabama. It's
Okay. What other important things do you know about To Kill a Mockingbird? The setting.
it's in. First.
Didn't make them. That doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I'm not. Remember
it's
though, we're
in,
moving past just like.
The Depression.
Oh, good. Why would Alabama be important as well as the Depression? Both those things are very important, and why?
Farming.
Okay, farming. What else?
Farming.
So these are whys.
Racism, I guess.
Okay, you're absolutely right. Racism. And then this, why?
Yeah. Depression. No money.
Okay. Okay, so when you're thinking about the setting and you're talking about the setting, you're not talking about it took place at Kesselride School.
Yeah.
You're talking about the time of, not maybe the time of year. What's the weather like, or what's the economy like, or what's the socially what's going on? Like the setting is more like paint the picture, not just draw a building, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we have Scout. We're gonna take Scout and we're gonna do this is purpose or problem, right? Okay. So, what is one thing that Scout ran into a problem or had an issue with?
At the last of it, actually, what's his name? The drunk. Not
Mr. Yule?
Mr. Yule came after Scout and Jim and all that. That's one problem.
Okay. So, she was attacked by
Mr. Yule.
can't spell it, T-A-C-K. Attacked by E-W-E-L-L. By Yule.
Mm.
Alright, so the problem is, well, okay, that's fine. What action happened?
A knife
So let's not just think about Scout, because sometimes when you're talking about a character, other characters may be involved with what's going on with it, right?
Jim.
So, Jim and Scout were attacked by Mr. Yule, and what happened?
Jim broke his arm.
Yeah, but that's surface stuff. Why? How did Jim break his arm, or why?
Mr. Yule threw him or?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, Jim broke arm. What are you looking for? Because Yule, threw him or whatever. Okay. What was the conclusion of this situation?
That conclusion.
Like, what happened? What's the final conclusion? Is like the final thing.
Yule died and Boo came out of his house.
Okay, so Yule dies.
Boo saves him.
Boo saves kids. All right. So now, what emotion was involved with this? And this can be multiple people, even though the character that we're kind of focusing on is Scout.
sad, or
Was it sad?
sort of,
Why was it sad?
because they almost died.
Okay.
And she was.
Is that feeling sad if you almost die?
No, that's
Let's think of a different word for that if that's what you're focusing on.
sad. Almost died. I flush. No.
If you were outside right now because it's raining, and you almost
Get struck by.
yeah, like what's your feeling?
Scared.
Yeah, okay, scared. So that's probably a little bit more. All right, so now not just about that part, but what other emotions were involved with this whole thing?
Happy too.
Okay, why were they maybe
The
happy?
Scout saw Boo for the first time. And,
Okay, is it like you think they were happy? Like what happened in the house? Tell me what happened in the house. So they see Boo behind the door, then what?
they were
And they
shocked.
realize it was him.
Shocked.
Shocked. Okay, and then what do they end up having to do? What's the argument that they have on the porch?
That Yule fell on the knife, but actually Boo stabbed him. But
Okay, so what's the emotion revolving around that?
sad. No.
What are they trying to do? Why did they say that Bob Yule fell on the knife versus...
Because he
Versus-
doesn't want him going to jail or people bothering Boo.
Okay, so what kind of feeling is that? Why, if I'm trying to not have Boo go to jail and not have anybody go up to him and call him a hero, what feeling does that have?
Protecting.
Yeah, perfect. Did Miss Vines come into your class last period?
But that one,
Yeah.
about the bully.
Yeah, right? What was she trying to do?
Try to get people stopped.
Protect other kids, right? Okay, so like a feeling of protection. Now, think about your English test. Do you think breaking this down like this would have helped you with any of those questions?
Yeah, a lot.
Right? Multiple questions can be answered just by this one line,
Yeah.
right? So, what I want you to do, and the goal of this is, your research paper really isn't going to have stuff where you're going to have like a setting and characters necessarily, but let's say, do you know what you're doing your research paper on? You guys did it this week. I think you talked about it this week.
Dude, okay.
Well, anyways, even if you have, we're going to do practice EOC stuff. So we're going to read short passages, and I want you to think about the character. Now let's switch to a different book. The story we read about the guy on the roof with the rifle.
What?
Okay, so we'll call him like Gunman 1, right?
Yeah, that's right. Or Brother 1.
Yeah, you don't know that at first.
Yeah.
So this is a short story. What was the problem?
There was a war going, or
Yeah, but
sort of like a war.
yeah, so that would be the setting.
Yeah.
But what was his particular problem? His big problem wasn't that there was a war. It was in that immediate moment.
Yeah.
Why was he
Shoot.
stuck? Or
Somebody shot him, or
no. Well, yes, but at the very like, what is the issue? Why can't he just go fight somewhere else?
Because
I mean, you're on the right track with what you just said, but he can't just stand up and leave the building,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Why?
because he would get kicked out of the country or get in trouble.
No, when he's on the roof, if he stands up, what's going to happen?
Oh, he gets shot.
Okay, so someone's after him, right?
Yeah.
So he's being like,
Shot at.
yeah, he's being shot at. And what action did he take?
Shooting back at whatever.
Yeah, but what did he did what?
Killed him.
Because he did what?
Uh,
Not just he shot back.
outsmarted.
Okay, he tricked him, right?
Yeah, outsmarted.
I can't write tonight. The other guy. And what was the conclusion? He killed him?
Killed
Did you
him,
say
yeah.
that, right?
Killed his brother.
But realized it was his brother. And what was the emotion?
Sad.
Yeah. So, again, with this story, if you remember the questions you had on that test,
Yeah.
this is going to answer
Every one of them.
almost every one. Not the pulpit one and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
this is going to get to the point of like you're going to understand sort of what happened in the story and what emotion might be happening and what the process is if you break it down like this. So if you can sort of get past the surface stuff, that will help. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Something else we're going to talk about is, on to something different, is we're going to start practicing prefixes, suffixes, root words, and stuff like that. What did Bo just ask me a minute ago? When I said, give me an example of words, and then you were all saying them.
Oh, pro and con.
Okay. So, these are prefixes, right? His question was, which one's good and which one's bad?
Yeah.
By just saying a word that started with it, did we not answer it ourselves?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't have to say good or bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you know that, like,
Pros.
professional, if you know that, professor, yeah. Convict, what else? Let's think of,
Conviction.
conclusion. It's not bad, but it's the end.
Yeah. It's
So, you see that? Professional,
professor.
yeah. Oops. Another con words.
Commission. Convict? No, when do you get kicked out of your house? Oh, that's eviction.
Yeah. It's another con word, Faith. Oh, contagious.
What's that word you said?
What'd you say, Bo?
What
A con
did you
word?
say,
Contamination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this for?
All right, some more pro words. Pro. Well, what's the good of that?
You don't get in trouble?
No,
Yeah, you're not in jail.
not in jail. You might get in trouble. You don't. But right now, you're not. Your probation is like, well, it could be worse, right?
You're not in jail.
All right. So let's think of another. Give me another prefix or suffix that we can. Let's do prefixes.
What's pro?
Those are prefixes. These are all the pre.
So good or bad?
Okay. Prefix is what? Pre.
Pre is ahead or
Yeah. Right.
in the future.
So give me some pre words. Prehistoric
Yeah.
is what?
Old.
Before.
Or old, whatever.
Yeah. Before history.
Yeah.
Right. Historic looks like history.
Yeah.
Because something you do, what you do is you read PR, and then you just guess a word that you'll be like, problem. Like, you don't look at,
Yeah.
I want you to stop and break down the words. This is prehistoric. This looks like history, and we know what pre means. Pre means before. Prefix. Yeah. Give me some pre words, Faith. Predict.
Predict.
Right? I'm going to guess before. I know. What? It's P-R-I.
Predominant.
No.
No.
Just putting pre in front of other words.
No, not, don't just,
Pre-habit.
pre-read,
That's
precinct.
precede? No.
I don't think that one is actually,
Pre-apply.
That's reply.
yeah. Anyways,
Reply.
you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you see the word pre, you don't have to necessarily know what the rest of the word is.
Yeah.
You know that it's all you can figure it out using just the fact that you know that it's before.
Pre-read.
What?
Pre-read. Pre-read.
Right, it's spelled the same, right?
Yeah, whatever. Read, read.
So, the bell's gonna ring, and we're gonna move on and do more of this. And so I'm gonna stop taping myself.